Like I should stream right now. I have nothing to do, and I've just been on Warframe, just running around my orbiter and stuff, doing nothing. So I just decided to be like, I'll just show off my Warframes and what I have. Just gonna say this first. I don't think I'm that good at the game, but I do think I'm not bad at the game. I think I'm pretty good at a point where I could say I'm a veteran, but I'm still, like, you can see my rank, my mastery rank right here. I'm only 11. So you could kind of say I'm a noob, but not really since I've been playing this game for almost 2 to 3 years. So yeah, I've been playing it since. So with these noggles, so yeah, 3 years actually, 2.5 years, yeah. Because on my other account, which got corrupted, blah blah blah, stuff happened. Um, I had to make a new account, and it'd be like I had to restart and shit, but I liked restarting fine. So, I'm just battling all this. 6, 9, 11 frames? 11 frames. I, they're, most of my frames are just, what's it called? Primes, because I sell my normal frames if I have a prime version of it. So, example, I have Chroma Prime. I get Chroma Prime, I'll sell my normal Chroma and replace it with Chroma Prime because I don't want to waste a Warframe slot just for like a normal Chroma. So, I already mastered it and everything. So, let's first off start off with Ash Prime. Um let's look at our abilities. Ash Prime. I got this one for free. If you don't know, 2017 TennoCon, they made this little giveaway that if you would watch a TennoCon on Twitch, you would get, or all 60 minutes of it, you would get um, a free Ash Prime. Yada yada. You get a free Ash Prime. The Twitch drops messed up, and 300,000 people watched the stream. I still remember this like it's yesterday. 300,000 people watched the stream, and all 300,000 people went on the servers at the same time. Imagine that. Imagine your servers, and like the servers just crashed instantly. Like I went on myself after the stream ended, and it like happening because I only had around 3 to 4 frames at this time. I was like, hey, free Warframe slot and a free frame, yay! So, um,
There's a time limited
so
mission alert
fuck
available.
you,
Check navigation.
bro. Lotus, shut up, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to say something. Um, so like I was really confused and didn't know what was happening until I got like into it. So and then DE like was like just fuck it. I'll just give everyone that's been logged into the last 5 days a free Ash Prime. Like legit, they did that. Like legit, they did that. So, anyways, let's get off from the topic of this. Just a little backstory and some fun little stories. Let's get to its abilities. Its first ability is Shuriken. A Shuriken is a little projectile that he emits. That'll, I think, it it's like missile, it goes towards the enemy. It doesn't just go in a straight line. I think it gives them a slash proc and some stuff. It does a lot of damage with my build. Uh, it does 650 damage. I haven't really built him that well because I don't really use him that well, to be honest. And then uh, his second ability, Smoke Screen. Um, Drop a smoke bomb that stuns enemies and obscures their vision. And then it's basically a dumbed down version of Loki Prime's invisibility ability. Like, it blinds the enemies around them when you use it, and then it makes them invisible for like 10 seconds, I guess. And then, teleport. Ash teleports to the nearest target. It's a lot to Loki in a sense of stealth and abilities, I guess. Kind of. No, not really. Um, teleport like use used ability in instantly teleports you to the nearest enemy, and then right here, making them vulnerable to finishers. Um, um, just basically be like, Omewa mu no Shinderu enemy Nani yo. I'm not really gonna go into depth and detail about them, just take a little over so I have something to do and actually upload something after like what? A month? Damn. Okay, um actually I might go into what's it called? The simulacrum to show off the abilities to bit. And then the fourth one, a Blade Storm. After Ash, I'll just show a few off and go into the simulacrum. Blade Storm. Blade Storm doesn't really cost any energy to actually go into it. Blade Storm's an ability where you can tag enemies, but tagging enemies costs energy. Right here. Damage 2600, which is a lot. Range 72 meters, which is a lot. Well, in my build, this is how much you would get. Let's see, without mods, 2000 without mods, 50 meters without mods. And then the energy mark for marking enemies with like just normal in Blazestorm with normal is 12 energy, but when you're invisible and does do it, it's only 6 energy. So if you're, it's better to just do this while you're invisible because it costs less energy and stuff. And I think you'd go into it too. And then his passive, um, bleed effects. I call them slash procs, I think. Slash procs, just do more damage and last longer. Okay, let's go into, um, let's go into the, what's it called? Simulacrum. I always like going into the calm, like, stuff. The calm servers, so it doesn't really do much to lag when I'm inside of it. Uh, they gotta really do something about host migration. Well, host migration's a big problem in the game. It's annoying. I hate when a host migration happens. What am I even talking about at this point? We're going to do the simulacrum. Now we're talking about host migration. What the fuck? Let's skip. Stephalon. Let's go simulacrum. As again, I wouldn't. I think I wouldn't really call myself a veteran, to be honest. But I would say I'm kind of skilled at the game. I know what I'm doing rather than like a normal noob. Let me get a melee because it's easier. Which melee should Zenistar because no, an easy weapon. I don't know. Prisma's gone. I literally just got the Paracesses. Nah, let's get the fucking Zenistar. It's easier anyways. Uh, and then unequip the Arca. And then again, go get some energy. Let's get the 12x bombards. No, thank you. I'm just gonna put pause AI to help easily show the enemies, so it won't be fucking like chaos or some shit. Uh, what's it called? Which one should we do? Air Lancer. Let's do bombards because they're my favorite enemy to go up against. Let's do 5. Wait, no. 6, because that's how many there is in each group. And then simulate. The enemy level 75, I really just put it at max because I can. Okay. Okay, wait, let me take off my sentinel. It's gonna be annoying with the... Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my build for Ash. I'll show you my build. Um, my build is enemy radar because you need that enemy radar. And even though it doesn't really like not the right what's it called right polarity for it, I put it on because look at my fucking aura mods. Shit. Energy siphon. What are you gonna do with energy siphon with on Ash? What? Rejuvenation? Like legit, you don't need that shit. Like rejuvenation can be helpful in some cases, but you don't need that on Ash. He's a damage stealth type. What the fuck are you thinking about? Um, here's my build. Enemy radar with intensify, stretch, combat primed continuity because that's literally the only prime mod I have. Barrow hasn't been delivering recently, and I can't get any primed mods lately. I want to get them, I can get them, but Barrow's just like, no, I'm not doing that right now. Like, I want to get prime stretch, I want to get prime flow, I want to get prime vitality, I want to get prime stream, I want to get all the fucking prime mods. Like, legit, borrow, deliver. Like, boy. Okay, intensify. Well, I have a V polarity on another V polarity and a D polarity. They're just default polarities. I don't really want to form a up Ash because I know I'm not gonna play him that much. He's not my playstyle that many, not anymore at least. Um, intensify, stretch, Pathagium. I forgot what does this even do anything? Not really. No. I'm just actually replace that with a energy strength mod. I'll try doing it. Which one should I do? Speed drift? What's it? No. Armored agility? Maybe. No. No. Extended plus 9. No. Plus 81 ability duration. Nah, range is pretty important for Ash. Kind of, not really, but it's meh. So. I'm dying. But should I even replace this one? Should I just put back Pythagorean as a filler? Really? Yeah. Maybe. But I want to have I like having every Warframe slot being used for a good purpose and helping you in your stuff. Oh, fuck. No, I don't have the polarity. Fuck this. You know what? I'm just gonna put, Pythagorean, where the fuck are you? Internet quality, nigga, if you don't, if you, my fucking internet is shit right now, so if you be like that, I'm gonna beat my meat like I beat my wife. I don't have a wife. Lol. The fucking internet destroyed my humor. Some energy, forgot to get energy. Like, I blame the internet on how I am right now. Okay, let's first of all, shuriken. Just one shuriken. Oh, I actually went through some. I think I didn't know I had to punch through. So like one shuriken did about, let's say a quarter of its health. Two shurikens did about. Also did affect. Well, it affected this guy, but not as much. So two shurikens, about half his health. Let's do two more shurikens. It's gonna kill this guy, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna kill him. So four shurikens is about what kills a level 75 bombard. And a hit. Shut the fuck up, you're dead. Okay, and then smoke screen. It makes them invisible for 10 seconds on my build. And then you can do that shit. Yo, Beepus. Okay, and then his third ability, teleport, and then you can do instantly do stealth attacks on it right as you teleport. Let's do that again. Stealth attack. It instantly makes them vulnerable to stealth attacks, so that's handy. And then let me get some energy back because actually you don't really need energy. I'm gonna actually get simulate the enemies back again because there's only 3 of them. Do this for most of my frames, or at least try to, before I fucking die. Die of like not sleeping because I haven't gotten sleep in like 24 hours. I'm just kidding. Actually, when did I wake up today? 11 p.m. a.m. 11 a.m. ish. I went to sleep a bit earlier than I intended to. I wanted to go to sleep at like 1 yesterday, 1 a.m. But I just passed out at like 11 or something. So I got a good 12 hours of sleep. But I was tired as shit today. So there's 20 enemies. Yeah, there's 3 whole stacks of them. So I can do this, show you what I want to do. So you look at my energy bar. I'm at 300. Then I activate. Fuck. Okay, so I activated what's it called? Um, Dan's sword, his fourth ability, and instantly it started tagging these guys. You see those 3 little marks? Um, that means they're tagged, and whenever you go outside of uh sword storm, what's it called? Um, it will start to get clones and attack them per se. And as you can see, I only have about 100 energy left per se because um like activating the sword storm doesn't really do anything, doesn't acquire any energy, but tagging them does. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So I'll show you like their attacks. It gets little clones and then it kills them instantly. Does the work for you instantly. They're all dead. So I'll get my energy back up. And then so you saw how it was 100 when I was in Swordstorm, right? So I'll go invisible again, and then activate Swordstorm, and then put 3 tags on everyone. It's only 100, or I'm at 200 now. So it's better to just be in invisible mode rather than just doing it outright because you'll save half the energy than you did in just like right now. If you were about to do it now, then you would be at 100, not 200. So, same thing when I deactivate Blade Storm, the clones will just come and start to kill them. Let's go to the next frame. How long did we do that? We started at 11 right now, and it's been 20 minutes for each frame. It's been a while. I'm only gonna probably do half of my frames, really. I'm gonna do my favorite ones now. I'm not gonna do all of them. Well, I'm not gonna do what I did with Ash for all of them, just like slightly breeze over all my other ones. Cold Prime. Cold Prime is a decent, real good frame. Real good damage and support frame. I consider him more of a support than a damage, because if you look at his enemy or his abilities, his spectral scream is useless. They gotta change his fucking spectral stream. Like legit, like I don't use it at all. Nobody does, except for like funsies use it. That's it. And then spectral stream, literally, you just spout out like fire, electricity based on your color, on your energy. That's it. And then Elemental Ward. Depending on Chroma's elemental alignment. Oh yeah. Uh, so basically, if you have like an ice thingy, like if you have ice, it'll increase your armor. If you have fire, increase your damage. Lightning, I forgot what it does, but I do know about fire and ice. It just does that, but it depends on your energy. And then Vex armor, it basically that whenever your shields are hit, it gives you more armor right there, and then when your health is hit, it gives you more um, damage increase. And then effigy, it's just basically you spawn a turret into the game, and it's basically it costs energy for it to be kept up. And then just a turret that kills everything in its radius. And then you're like armorless, and then I'll show you how it looks without armor. I'll just show you in a second. And then his passive is Chroma's energy color dictates the type of elemental damage dealt by abilities. And then these stats with mods. This is my stats with my mods. Nothing too great, but nothing too bad. And then how he looks while he's in effigy. This is how he looks while he's in effigy mode. He looks pretty cool, pretty neato, pretty nice. And then this is how he looks when he's normal. And then you see right here, my energy color for him is white right now. It is snow, a little snowflake right here. You see next to my cursor, it's a little snowflake. And then go back. I'll show you do a little briefing through his abilities. Spectral Scream, easy. Uh, Shoots some little breathing of fire. Elemental Ward gives me some extra armor. See a little ice, a little layer above my frame. Uh, Vex armor. I can't really show you its effects with no enemies, but I don't want to do that right now. It just basically, for me it's a minute. The effigy. That's his one he's real known for is Vex and effigy. Those are his two ones that he's known for. Here's his effigy's turret. It's just like a little dragon thing. So it's really this is it. This is the Chroma Prime, so it may not look exactly like this. So just that's it. That's for Chroma. Excalibur Umbra. Excalibur Umbra, spoilers for the sacrifice quest. If you haven't done that yet, do it now. Pause the video or get out of the live stream. Uh, and or just skip at like 10 minutes from now. I'm not gonna do a time step or anything because I'm not editing this video. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm not, or this live stream because I am too fucking tired to do anything right now. I just want to do this because I'm bored. Okay, Excalibur Umbra. Normal abilities as Excalibur, Slash Dash, Radial Howl. Well, Radial Howl, it's just basically Radial Javelin, I think. Not Radial Javelin, Radial Blind. But instead of putting your sword up, you just scream. And then Radial Javelin, it gets a bunch of javelins to, and he gets his energy blade into the ground, and then it hits 12 enemies. Like number of javelins 12. It hits 12 enemies. Like you can't change that no matter what. It hits 12 enemies. You can't change anything about that. And the Exalted Blade is the one that Excalibur is known for. And then Excalibur Umbra exhibits sentient combat without transference control, attacks faster, and deals more damage while wielding swords. Basically, Excalibur's normal passive, but he's just like a little turret when you're in operator mode. I'll show you. I'll show you his slash dash. That slash dash. This is he screams. That's his radial howl. Oopsies. Excuse me. And then this is Radial Javelin, and then the Exalted Blade. That's really it. And also, he exhibits sentience. He like follows you. Yeah, he follows you. You see, he follows you, and then when you're back, we're normal within a normal Warframe. That's it for it. Um, Excalibur, Inaros, my babe, my baby, my best one. Inaros is basically a tank in a tank that's in a tank. No, a tank that heals himself and does damage at the same time. His first ability, Desiccation, is just extremely helpful. Like, literally, if I could say which one, some of the best abilities in the game, probably most of the abilities would be of Inaros's. Because his ability set is so good, or so synergizable, I think. Like, synergizes so well that, like, legit, I mean, it's amazing. Like, wow. Wow. Okay, desiccation. You just throw sand. It like blinds enemies for like 10 seconds. I'll do for 8 seconds and max level 30 blinds enemies, and then it opens them up to stealth kills. Excuse me. Devour. You basically latch onto an enemy, like drag them towards you, and you just take their life source. And then while you're taking their life source, if you lose any health, if you're lost any health, you would gain that health back, or at least most of the health that has. It depends on the how much the level of the enemy that you're sucking, or just taking the life force out, um, or eating. Depends on. Just doesn't matter what it's called. Um, and then if you eat that guy throughout the end until it's like final life source, it turns into a little what's it called, little guy that little what's it called, a little guy, basically a sand version of that enemy that I've got a text. Fuck you. I don't care about it right now. Got a text. This is like a little sand version of the guy that you sucked. That'll help fight for you. And then Sandstorm, you basically turn into a fucking Beyblade, and then you spin, and then you like just lift up the enemies around you, and be like, yeet, you die. And then Scarab Storm, I'll show you right now. Scarab Storm, you can either hold it and then lose your health to gain armor. You see that 100% on the corner for your status procs? That's 100% plus armor. Oh, fucking god, stop texting me. It's 11:30 at night. So, it'll take around 2800 health, I think, for it to go to 100. Let me get back to health. That's fucking annoying. And then, okay, there's an extra set of enemies that I forgot about right there. And then you could either, once you're at 100 or over 25, Scarab Armor, you can press it to put out this little thing that whenever you lose health, it also gives you health. See, right now, I'm not losing that much health, or it's just, like, coming back slowly. Right there, it's because of these guys. Like, as long as you have these things out, and there's no really real duration on... Actually, wait, oh, there is a duration to them. Okay, so, like, there is a duration to them, but it keeps spreading. So, as long as it keeps spreading, it doesn't stop. So, it stopped spreading because there's only 6 of them, and there's no more. So, um, So like if you put it like in the middle of like a little hallway that like the enemies just keep feeding through, and you put it right an enemy right there, um, you're basically set in those terms. Like it'll just keep spreading to those enemies and not like go away. So you're set in those terms, and then um, stirred ability, sandstorm. See, it picks up the enemies and then throws them like a fucking ragdoll and damages them at the same time. Let me get some more energy. Excuse me. And then desiccation. Let's show you. See, it blinds them for like 5-10 seconds. And damages them at the same time. And that's that. And then devour. See, you're at the top right corner. You're invincible as long as you're doing this, and it damages them at the same point. It's like at a fixed rate. It depends on the level and how much health you take per second. I think the higher the level, the more damage you take per second. So, you see right now, I'll just do this till we're done. Wait, there's a time limit, Tim, now? What? Oh wait, no, there isn't a time limit, just that when you stop, I think. There. See, when you kill it and devour, there's like a little sand puppet for you. It's like basically the same thing, but sand. So it's like level 100 ancient on your side when you're done. So it's like legit, that's OP. So that's it for Inaros. So let's go to the next one, Loki. Everybody knows about Loki. One of the better frames of the game. A decoy. I'm on the build that mainly just focuses on duration and just ignore switch, teleport, and radial disarm. I just use it for the planes of Eidolon. I used to use it for the planes of Eidolon. Now I'm just on the Orvalis. I don't really even use Loki on your Orvalis because why would you? You have K drives and stuff. Um, Decoy. You send out a decoy, invisibility, you go invisible, switch teleport, you can choose an enemy or a ally, and then switch places with them. Radial disarm. You just basically, any enemy around you, you take out their weapons and just replace it with a really weak ass melee. Really weak melee. Basically that's it. That's it. Here's my build for him. Here's my like legit like infinity or like insane amounts of invisibility or insane amounts of duration. Uh, it's just a little efficiency just for that. Really bad range and just normal strength. Um, and then that's really it. Mirage Prime, really good frame. Like really good frame. Her abilities, Hall of Mirrors. You basically get a bunch of clones around you, and then they do more damage for you. They increase your damage output. Sleight of hand. Uh, it just puts down like a little jewel, a little like little thing that'll attract enemies closer to it. And then I think like right here, that bursts with radial blind when touched in darkness or radial explosion in light. It's basically that. Conjures multiple small jewels. So like if you use hollow mirrors after using a sleight of hand, it'll make more jewels or more little things. So you know, eclipse. So basically, if you're in the light while using this, you gain a power boost, and if you're in the dark, you it'll make it harder for enemies to see you. Basically, invisibility, like a little bit dumbed down version of invisibility. And then Prism, it shoots out like a little ball of light that like shoots out lasers. Little ball that shoots out lasers and damages enemies. I'll show you. I really like this um, and ability. So here's Hollow Mirrors, like little thingies, little light clones, and then Eclipse, and then here's Sleight of Hand. There's a little jewel thingy, and then oh yeah, I use Hollow Mirrors to Steam 10. There's tiny little smaller jewels right here too. Another one right here. And then I think there's one out down. Yeah, there's one down there. That's it. And then here's her best ability. They're all Prism. There it is. It shoots out lasers that attacks enemies. It's hitting those enemies at the same time too. When I press it, deactivated it, it bursts and like does a radial blind effect. It does it on its own. You can do it manually. It doesn't really matter which ones you do. So yeah, and then after a while, the sleight of hand just goes away. So that's Mirage for you. How many frames do you still have? 6 more. Damn. Nova Prime. I'm gonna start going quick with this, and we've been streaming for almost an hour. Nova Prime. Snowstar. Nobody really uses. Creates anti-particles. Basically, nuclear missiles that targets enemies when you're close to them and shoots. Um, wait, each art active particle gives 5% damage direction. And also, when you're each little ball around you, it gives you less damage. A damage reduction. And then antimatter drop, it just shoots a little ball that when touches the ground, it makes an explosion. Wormhole, the one of the more ones that she's known for, and a little teleport, little thing. And then Molecular Prime, the best one she's known for. It can either speed up a certain area of enemies or slow them down. Basically, that's really what it is. I'll show you her abilities quickly. Null Star, you see those little balls around you? They are missiles, basically. And then antimatter drop. Boom. Ching ching boom. Wormhole. Dang, that's real far. And then I can do it again. There. Insta teleport. Boom. Boom chicka bow. And then I can do it again. Then oh wait, how many times can I do this? Okay, after like 4 or 5 times it's gone. Okay. And then if I get enough energy back, and then Molecular Prime. I have duration on a lot for this thing, so duration, power range duration doesn't affect Molecular Prime. See, okay, so affect them. That's real far. So damn, that's a big radius. I never realized how big that was. Oh yeah, Null Star is working too and it's like going after them, so it's boom. This doesn't do that much damage. It's mainly just used for. I really only use it for damage reduction. Don't die instantly. So basically what it does. So you need more duration in order to increase the range on the what's it called on the fourth ability, Molecular Prime, because I tried doing range, but it didn't affect it at all. But when I did duration, it affected it like better. And then you see those enemies? Why they have that yellow little circles on them? If I can get to them, they when I kill them, they explode and then damage the enemies around them. They also give you an increase of damage. It's like a 2 times damage multiplier, I think, maybe. I don't remember, but it's a damage multiplier when they're affected by a Molecular Prime. So that's Nova for you. And Nidus, my favorite ass, my favorite. Okay, he's a bit different from the other frames. Let's get the bomb parts back up. Let's relay it again. Bit different. He doesn't work like other frames do. His ability doesn't need energy Well, half some of his abilities just need energy. His first ability is a virulence. It shoots a little stream of spikes that can damage enemies, and then whenever it. Okay, before I do anything, you see that little bottom, that little circle on the top or the bottom right little corner above his abilities? That's the stack meter. Each stack counters like. I'll show you. So each time you hit someone with a virulence, it gives a little bar of stack. So 5 little bars is one whole stack. And then for his third and fourth ability, you need 1 stack for his third ability, 3 stacks for his fourth ability to do. So I'm gonna get to max stack, so 99 I think. I'm just gonna skip like 5-10 minutes ish. So I'm gonna do that right now with Nidus. And then his second ability, which does cost energy, um, Larva. It gets enemies near, and then you can do this. Just keep doing this until we get to like 30 or like 50. Also, his appearance does change like after 10 stacks. Did again because to make it easier. See, 675 level enemies give me 58 stacks. I'm gonna do it again because I want to get to 100. That time it only gave me like 20, but that's fine. I'm at 77, so that's good. "14 enemies spawned." Okay, and I'll show you a little. No, that's gonna take away my stacks. Okay, his third ability, you can do a little parasitic. It's parasitic link. You can either attach it to an enemy, and all the damage you take will just go to it, or at least like 90% of the damage you take will go to this guy. And if you do it to an enemy, it'll give them a 50% to 70% damage increase, I think. I don't remember. But it does take 1 stack, so you do need to have some stacks to do this. His fourth ability, um, basically does this. Ravenous. It spawns in this little area, and maggots that'll attack enemies. Um, that will also give you. They do give you stacks. Yeah, it also does heal me every time there's an enemy that gets this, I think. So that's why it's little things like that. And then it does take 3 stacks in order to do this. So you do need a bunch of stacks. And his passive is that every 15 stacks, that if you lose or if you die, it instantly revives you, and it doesn't take a revive. It revives you with half health. So you're basically immortal if you have like. So you have about 8 lives if you're at 100 stacks. I think 99 is the max. So then, once this goes away, it'll give me like 5 stacks. Yeah. 5 stacks. Dang, that's a lot of stacks. Damn. Okay, that gave me 10 whole stacks. No. 14, 12 stacks, I think. 13 stacks because I was 73. From just that much. From 6 enemies, 13 stacks. Guess how many can be in like a survival mission. Like, damn. So, and also it put them all down to 70 health. Damn. except this one because I was parasitic link with this one. Okay, so that's Nidus' showcase. I'll show you his his passive right now. I'll put the enemies out of pause AI. Does it work like that, or do I have to kill the enemies? Yeah, oh, okay. So I'll die. I'm going to die. See, I'm dying. For 5 seconds, I'm immortal, and it gave me to half health, and I'm gonna die again. And then I'm dying. There. Again, 5 seconds of mortality, and then I die. And then we kill the enemies. Kill all of them. Okay. Avoid the rockets. Avoid the rockets. Are they gone? Okay, they're gone. Then pause AI. It's fucking annoying. Let's go. So that was Nidus. It uses 15 stacks to do 1 health there. Okay. Oh, I don't lose my stacks. Okay. So Necros Prime. Necros Prime. I was spelling Necros Prime. Necros Prime. His ability is his first ability is Soul Punch. Basically, it gets it punches the enemy and then uses their soul as a projectile to any enemies behind it. Pretty good ability. Does good damage. Does pretty good damage. Terrify basically blinds the enemies around him and makes them run away. Desecrate. It's basically the farm god. He's known as the farm god, but he's good for better things like survival missions. He can do more than what he's known for. Um, it basically forces fallen enemies to drop more loot, basically extra loot for more farming. Shadows of the Dead spawns like 7 to 8 enemies, um, like enemies you've killed. Spawn 7 to 8 enemies you've killed. So, like if you killed 8, what's it called, 8 bombards, and you'd use Shadows of the Dead, it'll spawn 8 level 70 bomb darts. So, you have 70 specters, or 7 specters of level 70 bombards. So you're like legit like immortal. Let me simulate. I'll show you the abilities. Simulate. I can't really show you Desecrate because I need to show you in-game stuff in order to actually do that. So Soul Punch. I'll do Soul Punch. See, it punched it, its little soul thing came out, and then it hit the enemies behind it. Terrify. It blinds them, and it, like, see this enemy? It makes them want to run away, but they can't since they're paused AI. Okay? And then, I can't really show you Desecrate, but I'll let me kill these guys. It's easier to just stealth kill them. See, now that I've killed a bunch of enemies, I'll do Shadows of the Dead, and it'll spawn level 70, like 7 level 70 bombards, and it'll just follow me. Will follow me most of the time, and then their health is constantly going down because that's just their little thing. Like, it'll be OP if their health didn't go down, because that's just like a little plateau or army of like OPS enemies just going against them. So like it'll be too OP if they didn't die. So once their health goes down, they all die. So that's there. You can mod it for it to go down less, but I don't really want it to, and I don't have the mods to do that because I'm too lazy to farm for them. Next, Warframe. Last 3, let's go. Trinity Prime, Healer. Um, First one, Well of Life. Create a well. So basically, you make an enemy into a little pool of health that'll heal nearby allies. energy vampire. Make an enemy into a little pool that'll heal. That'll give energy to nearby allies. Link. You for basically like parasitic link for Nidus. All damage is instead of all damage. Wait, 75% damage reduction. Um, 75% of damage you take is gone to that enemy. Blessing. Um, all enemies around you, or all allies around you, you restore 80% of their health, and then for 10 seconds, and then to give them a 50% damage reduction. And then also her passive is revive fallen and allies faster from farther away. Okay, so that's Trinity Prime. Don't really need to show you Revenant. Revenant, he's kind of a pretty new frame. Came out like a month or two before Fortuna. Um, and Thrall, basically a better version of Nyx. Just gotta say that right now. And Thrall, convert a large. So basically, make the enemy into your cloned little slave. Mesmer skin, become involved in sentient energy. So basically, like they shoot at you, but then the damage is reflected back. Reeve, one of the most pointless abilities in the Revenant. Doesn't really do anything. Uh, what am I doing? Dance Macabre. You spin, and then it does little lasers out of his fingers. It's little, like, literally spin to win, spin to win. Turns into another Beyblade, like in ours. Can't really do that ability. Let me get some energy. And then his Mesmer skin. That's Mesmer skin for ya. Can't really show you it without enemies, but I don't want to spawn them any right now. Reeve. That's Reeve for ya. Like a little dash. That's like a dash, but it does damage enemies too. But so like it doesn't really do anything. Just a good way to move around. Just quick, good way. And then I'll show you Dance Macabre. You spin and then damage enemies around you constantly. It's pretty good damage. Kills enemies pretty fast, pretty good. I like it, but I don't really use it for endurance missions that much. Last Warframe, Octavia. Let's go. This will mark the end of the stream. Probably just gonna go to bed, beat my meat, sleep, and then wake up, eat, play some Warframe, play some other game. Like, yo, that's literally all I do at this point in this game. Like, I'm a high schooler. Yay! I just got into high school a few months ago. I'm not great, so I'm just telling you. Freshman. What's up with their back? I thought there was gonna be more details. I never really noticed. Huh. Has it been like that always? Okay, her first ability is a mallet. It shoots like okay, before I do anything, her ability like counts on your Mandicord. Your Mandicord is like the song that okay. Okay, I'll do a different song. Load song. Fuck. Headache Flower. There's Headache Flower, a little song that it did. Just for min-max enemies to min-max. Really kind of annoying. Burst Mallet. It min-maxes it too, but it's kind of a good beat, so I guess it's good. Load song. My beat. What's this one again? Okay, I like this one. I made this one on my own just when I was like bored. So I was just like, hey, it kind of sounds good. Not really, but it kind of sounds good. It just put the same thing over and over. So it's not really anything. Save and exit. So Octavia's abilities really count on your mana chord and what song you put. So, let's say you put a song with a lot of bass. Your second ability will do really good because your second, I think? No, no, no. Yeah, your drums. So there, it's like that, and then it can also be mixed in with your second ability, Resonator, which is like a little roller that can. Oh shit. Fuck. There, he's back. Okay, it's like a little roller that can combine with then Metron. What the fuck? Why is this say less song? I don't want this. What? Okay, why is it glitching out? Okay, it's kind of glitching out for me. It's not doing the song that I want. Okay, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is the song I put on my Manda chord. What is up? Kind of a mess. Kind of a mess, to be honest. Okay, I can't. It's glitching out for me, so I'm just gonna have to go with this. Then metronome is like. So like, if you do like dance with your beats. Okay, I'm a bit out of sync. You could get like a little proc of invisibility or something. You can also jump with the beat too, or something, but it's kind of hard to do that. So it's, kind of annoying. So like it'll light up whenever you do with the beat. So it's, so you get like a little jump ability. You get more like a more what's it called? I forgot. So like this is with all an amp, it just increases the range your abilities go to. It's like an amp. See, I'm invisible after I do like 3 little squats. And it only lasts for what? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? T yeah, 20 seconds only. 25 seconds actually. So that's all my Warframes that I have. I'm not gonna go into weapons. I'm not gonna go into weapons right now. Might do that in another live stream. So see ya. Um, let me get my favorite Warframe out. What did do that? Just telling you right now at the end of the stream. Uh, if you actually see this and have gotten this far in the game, like why? I have two questions. Why and how? Like, how did you go through an hour of me just talking about Warframes? Like, how? Like, what is your patience? Like, do you like me that much? I'm like, fuck. So, just telling you, comment down below if you've seen this. My favorite Warframe is Nidus, or what your favorite Warframe is if you play this game. My favorite Warframe is Nidus or Necros. It's kind of hard to differentiate or like choose one of them, so the both of them are favorite. But in aesthetics wise, I would choose Necros in aesthetics wise and Nidus in ability wise. So yeah. So, bye. See you in the next video or live stream, whatever I do or want to feel like. See ya.